Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are here to read the dragon cards. You're going to have a transformational experience when you allow these questions that your soul wants you to be having an experience of, actually have them land. You can absorb them because sometimes we just don't have the questions in our head. So this is the spirit coming through. I'm giving you an opportunity every single week to listen in. So an opportunity every single week to listen into your soul, and what does she already know that she wants to share with you? How does she want you to open your eyes, have an awakening? Look, even though you think you're already fully awake, and what else is there to be discovered? So this is when your guidance had come through, when you can actually really fall in love with yourself, fall in love with your soul, and let her all the way through. So each week we have 4 questions. So I ask the questions that come up from your soul, and every week I'm given the 4 questions that are really, really potent. Then we ask the dragon cards to answer those, because the dragons are navigating you through some of the earthly problems that you face. So let's get started. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. I'm thrilled that you're wanting to communicate with your soul and allow the dragons in to help you do that. So let's start. So I'm just going to just shuffle out the dragon cards because and let them know that we are here to answer these particular soul questions, because sometimes I use them for other things to guide me with what I'm writing or what's going on for a client. I also do business readings if anybody here wants a business reading, but it's a life reading as well. So I'm able to look through the eyes of the dragon, look into your world, and just really understand what's going on, helping you to see into the invisible, helping you see what you can't see beyond the illusion. Thank you very much. That's the word I was seeking. So I have 4 questions today. And the first question number 1. So if you chose the number 1, this is the question that your soul already knows the answer to, but she wants you to just get in awareness of. So how do I heal this grief through realization? Just sit with that for a minute. How do I heal this grief through realization? In other words, whatever's going on for you, that you may be holding grief that you don't even know. Grief can sit in your body for 50 years or more. Certainly if you're a smoker or a drinker, an overeater, an over-exerciser, often it's just brought back to sort of grief and just sheer disappointment. These are all the other words that we can use towards that frustration, but there's a grief in there. It's like, my life didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, the relationship, the business. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, put on my new sexy glasses, and we are going to answer that question today. So this is for question number 1, and we're just going to wait until a card pops out, which it just did. So these are the dragon cards, and the dragon cards were from an interview that I did with a dragon called Seraphina, and that's her on the front. That's more or less how she came to me. She's a big, huge, size of a 3-story building dragon, golden dragon, and she really wants you to know how powerful you are. So when you are connected in with your soul, which is funny because it's sovereign is the card for number 1, you become really powerful. You fall in love with yourself. You understand what's going on. So we're talking about the realization. So the soul can look at your life from a completely different perspective, and the real you starts coming through. In other words, you've surrendered to your soul, and your soul saying, I've got this. I can handle this. I know what to do here. So let's read the card. This is card, I didn't even know that was what it was. Card number 34, seeing through the eyes of your soul. So let me just find that card in the deck here, and let's read a little bit more of what Sovereign wants you to understand when you start listening to your soul. It's only a short one, so I shall read all of it today. So, Sovereign, she is a massive, regal goddess of a dragon. She is your soul. She represents your connection up to God, to Source. So this is everything you are going to be connecting with and getting to know your soul 100%. Seeing through the eyes of your soul. Now imagine that Sovereign is actually reading this to you the same way she gave me the information that came through. Pay closer attention to how you currently see and experience things. Then imagine if you were able to see and to feel as another being and how they would see and feel in your situation. Looking into your world, not as you as a human being, but your inner self as your soul. Notice how you see everything with the soul's bigger picture, looking into your world, and you can experience that situation now in a completely and altogether lighter way. You're able to place yourself in this soulful, lighter state, being less and less affected and influenced by all the dramas and all the stories, the happenings of the human, lost in the survival state of the world. You now become objective and see the bigger picture and consider each situation as the soul would. This is the realization that she's talking about in that question. How do you heal grief through realization? Perhaps you can see through the eyes of your soul and reason with yourself that what you observe or feel has been in such a human state and from such a limited perspective. And then you can choose to see the higher view. There is, however, a gentle warning that comes with this, and that is it can be difficult to live after having this lighter soul experience, to return and live amongst the lower vibrations, or ever become as attached to these stories, dramas, or people and situations in the same way ever again. Or be triggered by your beliefs or your worries of others when you've seen the bigger picture, experience the lighter sovereign soul state. Happily, however, you will be able to learn how to sidestep and dance around those who want to remain in the shades of grey and the monochrome world. You get to escape for longer and longer, dipping and bobbing past them, flowing past those lower vibrations of people, places, and situations, and are not so easily affected and influenced as much as you once would have been. It's a beautiful, wondrous world to live and now create in. You are the power. You have the power. You come from the same power. That power is your connection up to source. And Sovereign is inviting you to connect 100% fully, unapologetically with your soul and let her come through. Thank you very much, Sovereign, for answering that question. So that was question number 1, and that was Sovereign number 34 that answered that. So having noted that down, we will move on to number 2. Now, question number 2, if you felt drawn to whatever was going to come up as question number 2 today, so number 2, this is the question for you. These are very potent questions, and they're sometimes, you know, the human doesn't ask this depth of question. That's why the soul is really here to help you deepen down into what is it that she wants to show you. How do I open my eyes that I think are open? How do I open my eyes that I think are already open? So maybe you've done a lot of work. Maybe you've been on a lot of courses. You've read a lot of books. So let's find out, using the Dragon's cards, the way shower cards, as what is going on and how you can open your eyes. You look at your inner eye. Ching! That you think is already open. You think you know everything. You think therein lies the clue. All right. All right. So this card today for number 2 comes from Seraphina, who was the original dragon that I had an interview with, who gave me all these messages of how to navigate your human experience. Her answer to that question is, how do I open my eyes that I think are already open? Aligned to the energy, you are a powerful conductor of energy. So get aligned, get in the flow of life force energy, come into that one, be the conductor of energy up into the heavens and into the galaxies and down into the earth. There will be revelations when we read this particular card. So this note from Seraphina, remember, she is a massive golden dragon. Her main purpose is to help you know how powerful you are. Her main message is you don't know how powerful you are. You don't know how powerful you are until you let your soul all the way through. So her message, aligned to the energy, you are a powerful conductor of energy. You have been through an era of seriousness, survival, and this has got you very stuck in routine and trying to figure things out and struggling, thinking and over-analyzing everything. You are far too precious to still be struggling like this. This is the time for aligning with the playfulness, fun, and pleasure, and knowing that you are a powerful conductor of energy, which is needed to bring in about your creations, and you don't go into that way enough as you could. You are a powerful conductor of energy. You feel energy. You produce and circulate energy. And just like the trees on the planet, which are similar conduits and conductors of energy, you are no different from the trees. You have access to tremendous power through your energetic grounding roots, and your body is a conductor that acts like a barometer of this energy. You complete the circuit as the energy goes up through you into the sky and then loops down, back through you as the conductor and down into the earth. You are needed. You are needed with your feet on the ground to be a conductor of this source energy. Moving energy from the earth through your core and back up into the heavens and into the galaxies and beyond, and then drawing back through your everything that you want to create. That's in your mind's eye with your imagination. The directed power at your fingertips is incredible. So the question here, how do I open my eyes that I think are open? She already gave you the answer. You are far too precious to be struggling with this any longer. You're very stuck in the routine and trying to figure things out and struggling, thinking and over-analyzing every little thing. Now, there is your answer. There is more to this particular reading, the message that came through from Seraphina. And always, 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 your inner world creates your outer world. So as soon as you connect in with your soul, in with your power, in with source, that is then the place where all creation starts. So that was number 2, and that was Seraphina, her card number 8, and the question was eyes open. Lovely. Okay, so let's dive into what we can find out from question number 3. These cards are potent. When I was in an interview with Seraphina, she was really, the cards are potent, and the information that has come through, I didn't realize at the time quite how potent that was, but it was being fed and channeled through me. These cards are potent. They are here to answer the questions from the human who has done a lot of work, but just isn't seeing what's going on for them right at this moment, because we get lost in our human selves. And these are why the cards are just able to sort of pull you out, ease out of you your soul, ease out of you the next creation that wants to come in, whether that's your business, a book, or a project. We can read into that using the dragons. And that's what I do. I read into your business. I read into your books, read into your projects, and just find out what's going on in the background. What are the hidden dynamics? What does your soul and the spirit of your business want to bring through? These are the readings that are really potent to bring great bigger purpose work into the world. So we are going to be asking for card number 3. First of all, we want to be asking the question, we want to be asking the question that the soul wants us to answer. So what I'm getting here is number 3 came through as what most inspires me. If you're going to follow your guidance, if you're going to follow what's good for you, if you're going to listen to your guidance and listen to your soul, this is for you if you chose number 3. What most inspires me? What gets you up in the morning? What makes your heart sing? What makes you want to get on with the world and do something great and be a change maker, a visionary leader? What in the world most inspires me is the question. And now we're going to ask the dragons to come in and help flick out of a card out of the pack that will help you understand what it is, what your next step is, and what you could be doing and who you need to be. I think that was a bit of a try again. So cards are going everywhere. They're going, yes, I know. There's so many ways to answer this. Right, let's find the best card that will answer this particular question. What in life most inspires you? How to tap into, maybe that would be another version of that question. How to tap into what most inspires you. All right. Brilliant. Okay, so we have got the most amazing dragon. Everybody's favorite when they first meet the dragons because she's not scary. She's huge, but she's not scary. She's called Bloom. She is the pinkest, most playful, most rebellious, outspoken, direct, unapologetic, rebellious dragon that you can meet. She is powerful because she gets right to the heart of the matter and she says, you know, she's saying here, what in life most inspires you? Like, stop trying to work so hard. Stop trying to make it difficult for us. So this is card number 46. So let me just dive in and find, oh, perfect. Right on the mark. So if you can feel into the energy of Bloom as I read this, she is light and bubbly and effervescent and radiant, and she wants you to have the same experience with life. It's like, come on, this is to be enjoyed, you know, it's not to be hard and, you know, all about survival. Like, come on, let's have some fun here and just bloom and blossom. She's never been bonsai'd, she's never been cut, nobody's cut her wings. She is full in her rawest essence, every single thing that you want to play at being. So let's hear what she has to say. Set up your day to be the best possible experience you can imagine. You currently live your day and all day in your mind. When you set up your day, you feel yourself living with your dream at the forefront of your mind and held in the images and in the feelings in your mind's eye. And as you touch your soul, you are in your essence. And then your day starts arriving towards you. You are called from every angle, and you're aware of how you want to feel in your day and how you receive that feeling. Set yourself up to focus on your soul's dream today. What your soul really needs and wants, what in life most inspires you. As big as that is, a lot of people will never grasp hold of that simple step or understand the power of this aspect. But you do, and now you have to start. It is a complete turnaround from the way you think you need to do things, and you get things done, and how you get what you want out of your day. Being able to set up your day is staying in the best possible energy and frequency, consciously focusing on the best possible intentions and outcomes. You are flowing with your best ideas, the very best, conscious of what is around you in your environment, as well as what's running through you, all put there by your soul and the spirituals for you to notice. Being able to feel what is right for you, what is not right for you, and all set up for your day, trusting that it shall come to pass. I have a great story about this. I love ecstatic dancing. Now, I was driving down to ecstatic dance. I thought, oh, I could set this up. How would I set this up? So I live in France, so most people, of course, speak French, but I was missing a really good conversation and a really good connection with some people or just one person. And I was driving thinking, oh, I hope the music is just awesome, thumping, tribal tracks that I can just lose myself with and let my whole heart and soul dance through that music and flow through me. I would love to have a connection and a great fun conversation with someone who really, really gets me. And then I thought, what would be better than that? Oh, if I could have a recording of that music that I can listen to again and again and again, and it just fills my heart. So when I arrived at my ecstatic dance class that Friday evening, I'd forgotten all about what I was saying to myself as I was driving in my car. And I arrived and there was a new DJ. Anyway, she played the most amazing tracks. And as I'm dancing, I'm going, oh, wow, this is amazing. I love this. I'm losing myself. I'm letting everything go on the dance floor. And then after I realized, oh, she's Dutch. She speaks English. So we had the most amazing connected conversation. And at the end of the conversation, she said, oh, I'm going to put this on SoundCloud. I have several tracks that I put on SoundCloud every time I do a set. I'm like, oh my God, that would be amazing that I could listen to this again and get into the same energy. That is setting up your day. That is setting up your experience. That is the best example that I can give you right now, because I do it so many times, of what that feels like. So thank you, Bloom. That's an amazing question and an amazing answer. That was for you if you choose number 3. So that was Bloom and her card number 46. So we have a fourth question. And that question is going to be, how is it that I have lost my way and lost my map? When you come into Earth, you have a purpose. You have a bigger choice, especially if you're listening to these kind of soul questions and believing in dragons. You have a bigger purpose. So the question number 4 is, how is it that I've lost my way? How is it that I've lost my map? The map that will show me, connected to my guidance, that will show me my next step. So let's dig into the dragon cards and let them answer that and see how you can get back on track. How is it that you've lost your map? So let's dive into these dragon cards. There are 64 dragon cards, not only my favorite number, born in the year 64, live in the area 64. There are 64 dragon messages because there are 8 dragons and each dragon has 8 profoundly deep messages to help you navigate and transcend this earthly 3D life. Okay, so let's see the answer to the question. How is it that I have, oh, there we go, Raphael. How is it that I have lost my way? Raphael, if you've been watching me before, you'll know who Raphael. He's like your favorite professor. He is slow, methodical, patient, and he wants a lot of detail. Now, I haven't read what he wants there. Card number 23, intention. Know yourself as more powerful than anyone ever imagined. So that fits in, I know, really, really well with this card. How is it that you've lost your way? You've lost your power. You've lost your source, your connection to the power, meaning you've lost your sovereign, which was the first card. You've lost your ability to be able to see what the soul sees, and you've lost your playfulness. So let's go in and find out what card number 23 is about. And I'm getting this phrase in my head. Let's go through the square window. If anybody knows what that is, you can let me know. Card number 23. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, let's go through the square. Let's go through Raphael's window, shall we? All right, so Raphael, he is a massive silver dragon. Think of him as your favorite professor who had his glasses halfway down his nose. really, really wants you to succeed. And he's going to push you for more details about how you set up your day, how you live your life. So let's go in and find out what he says. You are being asked to trust your deepest knowledge and knowing of what is right, what is the right direction for you, and not to rely on others to point you towards your path. It is your very own power of intention that you were born with, the vision that Source has for you that counts. That's your purpose. Here, you find what is at the absolute depths of you, what you live for and what drives you and what seeks you and what you came here for. So often you will find that those who don't follow their divine path, desires, gut instincts, dreams, become depressed as they give their true power away, following the rules of acceptable family traditions, seeking acceptance, needing self-pride and to prove themselves as worthy in a traditional old way of success. There are specific steps to take to discover the intention that you were born with, what some call your dharma, your destiny, your true purpose and passion. It is not the same if somebody gives you an intention that is not truly yours. You will feel the mundane obligation running through it and be bored too soon in the energy of that pursuit. All right, let's see what else he says. To reach your true intention, you as a human being in your personality self need to be able to step to one side. Ding. These steps for that include meditation, being in the flow, shaking off the stale, stuck, dense energy, knowing and understanding there are bigger parts of the universe in your life, your purpose, being able to trust and feel safe, and step away from the needy personality self, which keeps you locked in a very limited, small, square, dull, grey space, still craving survival, which is the very opposite spectrum to creating from your intention. You are far too precious to the whole ascension and evolution process to still be struggling. Heed my words, Raphael is saying. Do the work. Work out how it is to live transcended and 100% stepped aside and let your soul through. The challenge is for you to remember of the human race who chose to be here on this planet at this time, to feel your soul as present and supporting your experience. As you live out your life in your human flesh and bones body, as one who has chosen to come to this planet in this space and time, and not be locked down in their small, limited mind and the old ways of doing things. Instead, learn how to expand your intention as far as it will go. Go beyond the illusion, beyond the visible world of form and what you see and feel out in front of you, and bring into creation the magical and the mystical world of huge potential and possibilities. Go beyond and prove yourself more powerful than anyone ever imagined. This powerful capacity of having practical magic at your ability and to create a new future as an everyday skill for the common people. Sometimes it is truly for the people you least imagine that go on and do the unimaginable. Oh my God, that is just so beautiful. Thank you, Raphael. Thank you for card number 4 and question number 4 from our souls. My name is Fiona Robertson. I am absolutely thrilled to bits that you are here listening to the dragon messages. If you want a reading, If you want a set of cards, they're on Amazon. I help you manifest your business and come into your true light, stepping aside as the human and letting your soul all the way through. Welcome to the new way of looking at your life. And that was card number 4 from Raphael. If you have any questions, if you want to know any more about this, the spirit of the business that you came in here to herald is right in front of you, waiting for you to tune in and listen. Retreats are available. I help you understand and drop away from your human self to let your soul all the way through and immerse yourself in that journey. And those are the retreats that I'm holding from October, November, December, January, February. I'll be doing one a month to help you just immerse yourself in that whole journey. Barefoot walking, dancing, eating raw food, doing a fast and a detox, if that's what you feel will help you. We will listen into your guidance. We will get your yes and your no. We will go deeper and beyond the illusion. Thank you so much for being here. I love you to the world and to the galaxies and back. Messages from Source. We love you. You do not know how powerful you are.